What's going on, guys? JC West here from ECF and Nivel Forum. So I want to talk about something neat that came in today. I think there's only 4 or 5 on the entire continent, and I was lucky enough to acquire one through a friend of mine who had 2 of them back when they were in stock and available. And so what I want to talk about today is the SvoeMesto with the Nivel chip, variable voltage, variable wattage module. So I got this in today. A friend of mine from Florida sold me one. Like I said, he was lucky enough to get 2 of them back in May whenever they had them on the site. I think they're going back into production with them sometime soon, so they should be available in the next few months. But it's just a fantastic device. I guess you could call me a Provari fanboy. I'm really pleased with the I guess the ability to turn it up or down to suit kind of whatever your needs are. And I'm the kind of guy that I change flavors 4, 5, 6 times a day. I may have a the Smoke Tech on here for 20 minutes, and then I might swap to an Odysseus, and then I may swap to a Penelope with a different flavor in it. And there are times that I'll go to a DCA 306 and drip for a while. So I'm not the guy who just sets a device and that's what he uses all day. Like I said, I can potentially change flavors 7, 8 times in a day. So variable wattage adds a level of convenience for me because everything's got different resistances, and this is being 1.5 ohm dual coil. I might be using an atomizer that is a say a 2.5 ohm atomizer to drip at higher voltages, or I could put my Odysseus on here that I think I've got a 1.1 ohm dual coil in it right now. And so it just adds a lot of, it takes a lot of fiddliness away from the whole thing. When I know that I like 12 watts, so whenever I change this out to something else, I'm going to get right around the same vape, and I don't have to really think about what the wattage or what the voltage is, and it's not a lot of going through the menu and pushing this and this and this, and and doing all the math of knowing, okay, I'm using a 1.5 ohm dual coil Cardo. I need to set my voltage somewhere around 4.2 volts, or I need to. I've put my Odysseus on here, and it's a 1.1 ohm coil, dual coil, and okay, so I need to drop this down to 3.4. It just takes the guesswork out. It automatically does it. Even though I know the voltages for the devices that I use, the atomizers that I use, it just removes a lot of tinkering. It just works. And so we'll stop and have a quick vape on it and show you a little bit of the vapor production. So again, this is the SvoeMesto with the Nivel chip module set at 12 watts with a Smoke Tech 1.5 ohm dual coil Cardo. Works pretty good. Now, you can go to the SvoeMesto website and you can actually get the battery mod now, just a manual mod without the Nivel chip. I've just got the standard 510 connector on here to allow me to put pretty much anything 510 on it. I have on order the K-Fun the K-Fun rebuildable atomizer. It's along the lines of an Odysseus. It has a lower part with a tube running down it, and similar in concept to the Odysseus. And when that comes in, actually, without the 510 connector, it kind of will screw directly into the battery mod or the Semovar mod, which is what the Nivel chip module is called. And so that removes the 510 connector from the party, and then you actually do have one solid piece. Something I found that was kind of unique about this thing, everybody kind of has their own proprietary threading and things, only work with this and that. But I found something pretty cool, and I kind of want to show you this. I don't know if you can read that. This is just a GP PAPS tube. Now, I've got the 18650 tube in here now. But they do make a 18350 or an 18490 or 500 And it's kind of neat because, you know, batteries can be a little different whether you've got the nipple top or the flat top. They come with these little spacers that actually screw into the bottom of the button to allow you to adjust the connection down the bottom. And using one of these, I found out it's actually pretty cool that the GP PAPS tubes also have the same threading. So so what that allows me to do is, at the moment, I only have the 490 tube and the 650 tube. So that allows me actually to put an 18350 battery on here now using my PAPS tube, and just screwing this into the bottom of the button to I guess as a spacer, an adjustable spacer, to allow me to put an 18350 battery in here. So that's pretty cool. I'll take this off and put the 18650 back on. Now these threads are buttery smooth. It's very, very high quality, very durable. I don't think you're really going to have a lot of problems with cross threading. I mean, it's really, really deep, really rugged threading, and no burrs, no catches. It just works, and it works really, really well. This is my first venture into variable wattage, and so far it's really, really nice. I've been using it all day as my main vape. But there's another piece that's really, really interesting. I've never seen this before, and I actually have it in my pocket. And this is called the sticker. It's another product that they sell over at SvoeMesto. And what this allows you to do is kind of condense this into something that's kind of a small form factor. So I'll demonstrate that for you. It's pretty easy. You just kind of take the battery compartment off, and that leaves you with your atomizer and the Semovar mod. You screw it into the sticker. Okay. Then you put your battery on. And now you've got kind of a gripper mod. Very cool, works very well. The button's just kind of right there on the finger. Very clicky button. And there we go. We're vaping again now in a smaller form factor. Now that's just a cartomizer. That's a cartomizer. Even though I've got a couple of Genesises, and I've got an Odysseus, I've got 4 Penelopes, and at the end of the day, I do still go to a cartomizer sometimes. They provide a really good vape, especially low resistance dual coil cartomizers. Now another really neat and kind of groovy thing about this is if you say you just want to use it with a kick, so and you don't kind of want all this, you want to use something a little smaller. We can take the 510 right off of it, put the 510 on the battery here. Now this isn't going to have the same vape because obviously it's not going to have the same wattage, but just a standard battery here, no kick or anything. Now we've got 100% mechanical motor. Pretty good. It's a very versatile mod. You can do so much with it. You can do a manual with an 18350, a manual with an 18490, a 350 with a kick. You can go up to an 18650 or an 18490 with a kick. And then you can go, the Semovar module, you can use it with their atomizer, or you can take the standard 510 connection, put it on there, and use anything that has a 510. Something else I've noticed, and I can't wait till this comes in, I've got a Z-Addy Pro that's on the way, and I actually compared this 510 connection, the angles and the height and all that, to a Provari, and interestingly enough, it's the same angles, it's the same height, it's pretty well identical to the upper cone on a Provari. And what that means to me is the Z-Addy Pro, in my opinion, and I'll do a follow-up on this, in my opinion, the Z-Addy Pro will hook right up to this thing, and give you a solid, complete mod look, just like the Z80 Pro will do on the Preveri. I can't wait to do that video. I can't wait till it comes in. I had a Z80 Pro that I sold this week and ordered another one to replace it because I knew this was coming in, and I figured that it would, seeing it on the website, that it would have a similar connection. So I'm kind of excited about getting a Genesis hooked up to it and with that smooth finished look. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to have one more vape, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And again, I'll have the links down in the description. And thanks so much, and be strong and vape on.